What's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99 back on the fight front once again. Make sure y'all subscribe. Well, everybody has probably heard this exciting news now, but it's going down on April 18th, UFC 249. As you can see in the picture, we got Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas. This is going to be the rematch. And as you know, the last time out, Rose she was still champion at the time in the first fight, and she lost her title defense against Jessica Andrade by a second round stoppage. And if you ask me, man, that was probably one of the most it was like one of the most violent stoppages I've seen in the strawweight division, man. Jessica Andrade just got a hold of Thug Rose, and she stopped it with that big slam. That the textbook slam of Jessica Andrade. You know what I mean? She slammed it pretty hard on the neck, and like a lot of people, I thought some serious damage was done, but luckily nothing was really serious. No serious damage done to Rose. She's a tough fighter, and since then, after she lost the championship, she was kind of feeling like she was done. She was saying that she couldn't really find a reason to fight. She kind of lost that flair, and she kind of felt like a relief when she lost the belt. She felt like a big pressure was relieved off of her. But since then, she's talked about having having that hunger come back. She's been feeling like she's ready to come back. And, I support that, as long as nothing's damaged or anything. She's still a young fighter that has a lot that still has a lot to offer in the division, so I definitely want to see her come back. And, Jessica Andrade, it's not like this is going to be a title shot for it, another title shot or a rematch, because Jessica Andrade, she had quite the fall too. She lost the first round stoppage since then to Weili Zhang, who's now the strawweight champion, man. And, it's crazy because, Jessica Andrade last time out, her excuse was that a lot of the fans, it was the fans' fault. That was her thing. It was kind of like the fans' fault that she lost, and I just kind of thought that was kind of disappointing that you would take it out on the fans that you lost that fight. But, now she wants to get back on her grind and, get back towards a title shot. So what better way to do that than, have these two square off again, in a 3-round fight. And this time, this is just my pre-video. I'm going to do a breakdown later on, as we get closer to the fight. This time around, Rose, she's got to stay on it. She has to stay on it 100%. I always bring this up just like Andrade did in that fight. Like I said, that was one of the top textbook fights on how to beat a wrestler. Somebody who just comes straight forward, a straight pressure wrestler. That was a perfect fight. And Rose was doing that. If one thing, Rose seemed like she had a little more pop on her shot too. She looked like she was really doing some damage and marking Jessica Andrade up all in that first round. She had her hurt, she had her gassed, and it just seemed like if the fight would have gone maybe 3 or 4 more rounds, Rose Namajunas probably would have got the stoppage. But it was just like somewhere in that second round, that mid-second round, Rose just kind of lost her focus, and Jessica Andrade closed in, picked her up, got her, and slammed her. So this time around, Rose, she wants that second chance at the title shot, and she wants redemption against Jessica Andrade. She's gonna have to, like I said, don't get caught sleeping this time. You got to stick to your game plan. You have the better boxing skill, you have the better striking skill, and she just needs to keep this whole fight standing. Just with the jab. She can win this fight just off a jab and the right hand. And even some good front kicks, because Rose, she's a very long limber fighter that can move around and stay on the outside of Jessica Andrade's her danger. But recently, I've been looking, at Jessica Andrade, in training. She's finally kind of been working on her striking. So we'll see how much improvement she's done since the last fight, the last time out. But if you ask me, I'm not going to say it's too late for her to add that to her arsenal, but I don't know if her striking is going to be enough to set anything up or hang with somebody like Rose in this fight, because even in the last fight out, she got caught so quick, just because her game plan was just to come straight in at Weili Zhang, and, she got tagged good, so this time out, going in against 100% Rose, that's focused, I don't know if she'll be able to, close that distance and get in there. Well, she probably will, like that's the only thing that she could really depend on. But as far as like setting anything up with a good jab or, catching Rose with a good right hand, catching Rose, that might be her only option. But as far as setting anything up, I just don't really see her doing anything like that against Rose. It might be the same play out where she just has to hope Rose slows down and she can get in there. But yeah, man, that's all I got on this one, guys. Just kind of like an announcement video. My thoughts on it, so far as how Rose has been talking and looking at Jessica Andrade. I'm excited. I'm ready to see a rematch. I know some people have said that, Rose might not be ready for this fight. She'd probably take a tune-up, but I think this is going to be, I think it's still kind of an even fight because, since that loss, you got to factor in that Jessica Andrade, she had quite a tough loss to Weili Zhang, her first title defense. So, not necessarily physically, but we got to wonder how much mental damage was taken away from her because, that was a tough loss. Her first title defense is she got knocked out in the first round by Weili Zhang. So, I think it's kind of going to be on an even playing field. But, yeah, that's all I got on this one, guys. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think of this fight. Do you think it is too soon for Rose? But I'm going to probably go back and do another video on Rose as far as her comeback and how she's been, feeling that hungry again to get back towards the title shot, even just get back in the octagon. But, yeah, that's all I got on this one, guys. Make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.